if they isolate him and stress him out, then that, and make him think that he's going to be in there till he gets a trial, which could be months and months and months, sometimes years, on big trials like this.
He doesn't understand.
Well, he's not getting the information. He's not getting, you know, the information with regard to his rights to have bail, and whether or not they're going to do a bail review. He's isolated, like no information's coming, which creates, you know, fear and anxiety, you know, when you're cut off, and it's a very, very scary place to be, and he's in protective custody. He's never even been in jail overnight. He's never been charged with anything, and he's 58 years old. He's also a very mild man, and non-confrontational, non-violent, all of those kinds of things. And I'm not here to say Roger's innocent or Roger's guilty. That's not my job. I'm just here to say that the circumstances surrounding this situation stink. Yeah. Big time. Another stinky element of it is the citizen knew who he was before the police even questioned him.
That's the newspaper, the local newspaper in Ottawa.
Yeah, the Ottawa Citizen.
They knew who he was, somehow the media knew.
And actually published a piece giving a description of who he was, and then actually interviewed him and put it in the paper before the police even interviewed him. So, like, that's like, what? And also, there was also a description in the paper about how this video that was posted by the people who did the bombing held evidence of the vehicle that was used, and that they traced the vehicle to Roger. Well, if you look at the video, it's on the internet, you don't see any vehicle there. So, what is that? Like, why did they say that?
They have photographs from some other security cameras. Why haven't they released those pictures?
Yeah.
And maybe they
will.
Yeah,
that could be the case, but that's not what the report in the press was. It was said that it was from that video, because this was even before they supposedly knew who was involved and whatnot. Like it came out in the press, you know, before the police supposedly had everything nailed. So I think there's a lot of open questions. We need to find out who is a third person, why the police isn't pursuing a third person. I'm going to check and see if there was a person named Francois Leclerc arrested with them, and if he has upcoming court appearances or whatnot. And maybe this can all be attached to the independent public inquiry that's being demanded around the G20, because there's definitely a link there, and the system has made the link by their public statements in the press. Also, there was this, oh, you know, this is why we need a lot of security, because look, we have bombers going on here, you know. So we need to really look at what actually went down there, and why is he not being treated properly right now? Why isn't he getting his basic rights right now? And why are we not getting the right information about what's gone on here?
So we have Roger and Matt are the suspected ones that did the bombing, suspected, and then it's a toss-up between Francois Leclerc, who is apparently charged with the actual event, and then there's Claude, who is published in the newspaper as being the third person. So they had their three, and they named Claude as one of them, but Claude is being charged with something completely different and non-related. So we sort of want to know what's up with this Francois Leclerc guy. And the only thing necessary for evil to succeed is that good people do nothing. We have to inquire into this stuff. It is of the public's interest. We are the public, and we are the only ones who can find out what's really going on.
Yes. And I want people to keep up the screaming for the independent public inquiry. We've got tons and tons of evidence that the police were completely out of line, and that the provocateurs were in fact police officers. That's what my belief is. But we need to delve into it further to get the hardcore proof. And again, the same with this bombing. We need to dig in and get all the fine details, and let the chips fall where they might.
And hopefully it isn't just some foreshadowing for further events like this.
Absolutely.
Continue to strip our freedoms and our rights from us.
Absolutely.
Truth now.